What is going on, Lunatic Fringe? It's Friday, or should I say Friday, because we get a couple of days off to chill, relax, touch grass, if you will, and get ready for what's going to happen next. Now, what's going to happen next? I'm in the prediction market, so I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm going to show you some of the pieces that I think are going to cause it, and hopefully I'm going to be completely right about this one because you all need the win. I'd like to have a win, but you guys need a win. So let's see what happens. First of all, if you haven't already, signed up to Believes Crypto on YouTube. You're already watching. Make sure you sign up. If you want to become a member, it's $4.99 a month. And I give you private, secure details about upcoming launches, things that I think are going to be money makers. It's in the private chat only. And it helps me out tremendously. Go to terracasino.io and sign up today. Also, this is for your risk-based gaming. Remember, college football, tomorrow's the big day. So this is your risk-based gaming location. If you are interested, make sure you sign up and join my 9 a.m. Central Standard Time live stream every day for a chance to win $50 on this platform. Terraport.finance for all your utility coins and meme coin needs. This is the place to go. So make sure you check that out. By the way, if you want to buy the Believe coin, this is the place that you buy the Believe coin. All right, guys, let's go around the news real quick. We don't have anything as far as articles go, but we do have a lot going on and a lot of perspective that we're seeing develop on the X platform. First of all, Haley Lunk, you guys might know Haley, been doing this for a long time. Alt season index hit 61. We're about to get rich. And what they're pointing out right now is that the market has reversed. We were in this little dip. We were down at the bottom of the range. You can see that down here not that long ago. And then all of a sudden, we got this big reversal. Now we're starting to get into that altcoin season. Now what we've seen is we've seen weakness in Bitcoin. We've seen strength in Ethereum. We've seen strength in Solana. We've seen strength in XRP. We've seen strength in Chrome coming out of nowhere. So we're starting to see strength develop in the market for a lot of risk-based assets. So once we get above this, then that's going to be that blow off moment. And what we're hoping for is not what we see over here, because this was the last time we had that big pump in that market and it didn't last for very long. What we want is we want to see more. We want to see a lot more. And I think that we are coiled right now for that moment. What I would like to see, to be fair, would be a little consolidation before we hit that parabolic run, because if we hit that at the right time up near the top, then we're going so much higher. It's going to go absolutely nanners, if you will. So watching out for that to happen. Also, there's a question right now, USTC repeg possible in 2025. Now, there's a lot of people out here who are putting some weight into repegging USTC to $1. Remember, there's also USTD being developed by Redline Drifter. There's the USTR platform with Clay and the ceramic token. So there's some possibilities here. I would have a small bag of USTC just on the off chance that it could happen. Squirrel it away for a little while. Just see what you can do with it. If nothing else, there's still an opportunity for a massive pump that you could get out of it. I'm not as confident in that, but I think that the speculative nature of crypto will dictate that you're going to get a nice little run off of USTC. Now, I don't know if that leads to a repeg or not. There's a significant amount of burn, stuff that has to go on. But remember, we've got the market module opening up, which is going to help lead to some more, or it's going to lead to a different type of burn mechanism, which is more, I think, sustained in this ecosystem, and will allow for native IBC tokens to be added to the platform so that we can do a lot of different things. If USTD is one of those, then it could be like the central stablecoin to USTC as a speculative asset and Luna Classic as a speculative asset until such time as USTC is capable of being repegged at a better level, and then USTD just becomes an overall stablecoin. And USTC maintains its algorithmic. I want to say, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to play out, but I do know that a lot of people are working on it right now. Also, don't forget, when we talk about this, UST was the big one, right? But remember, there was the Korean won, there was the euro. There were a bunch of stable coins in this ecosystem. All of them have an opportunity to be repaired if it starts with the USTC. In addition, look at the chart. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. You can see right here, people are looking at it. They're watching the charts. They're checking out what's happening. And look, these are the moments where I tell you something is going to go on. We're getting to the point where there's going to be an absolute explosive sort of move. It's just a matter of timing. So let's get deeper into that. By the way, raising the validator performance standards does appear like it's going to go off. All right, so we got downward momentum today. We're on a little red candle. I can see it developing right now. Market's down about $85 billion. Been down in the $80 billions of dollars all day long. U.S. data just came out. The U.S. data was for inflation, the core inflation, and it came in at 2.6, which is exactly what was projected. What we were looking for was a hot report. Hot report means that it would have been higher than 2.6 for the last month. 2.6 is not a great sign. 2.6, however, is better than we've seen in many different months. So we're not out of the woods, but we're feeling like we've got the projection right. And that leads to exactly what Jerome Powell said about rate cuts coming in September, which is going to cause more risk asset to come into the market, plain and simple, because now you can borrow money, and your ability to borrow money, your rates are being reduced, even your credit card payments, everything going to be reduced because you're always paying interest plus prime, and the prime right now is 4.5. So if we can get that cut down a little bit more, then there's more money in your pockets. The government right now, with these interest rates, is taking an extra 4% for everything. So, maybe we're in a spot where something good is about to happen. But since we are in a dip right now, since the markets are responding to it, it's going to take a little while. But I think, by the way, it's very positive, very possible that today ends up being a positive day. Remember, this is the Friday expiry for a lot of different crypto contracts. The Friday is the big day. The final Friday of each month is the big day. So we'll see whether the Bulls or the Bears are going to win this. But even if they win, the Bears today, they're not going to win for very long. It's inevitable at this point that we are in the cut of the next big explosive move. Now, everything is shaping up. Look right here. RSI down kind of low, under the heart line. We're in this consolidation zone. Would like to see maybe a move down to 57 just for confidence right now, just to kind of pull this out and then boom, get a break above from there. That would be the most likely and normal sort of scenario for a breakout. And by the way, when I say that, there's also, because we're in this situation, there is also that real possibility that we start getting dumped on because we're down like this. And this is an opportunity, again, for bears to step in and start to buy dips up. So there could be this move down into this range right here, going into 405 before we get a bounce. But again, just like this, it should be a strong bounce, and we should see it happen going up above, and then this time see a break above 72. So that's what we're looking for. That's what the charts are telling me right now. I'm encouraged by the fact that we're right below on the RSI, but a lower RSI usually means a stronger recovery. So you get down here low and you get a large move. You get down here low, you get a large move. You get down here less low, you get a less rangy move. So we're looking for a big move to happen. So I would like to see, again, I would like to see a breakdown and then a breakout. That's the best thing that could happen right now. Volume is starting to pick up. We're about to get the burns from Binance. Volume is starting to pick up. We're about to get the burns from Binance. It doesn't matter which one it is. We're getting more volume. Now the burns, yesterday we were at about 79 million, ended up at only 89 after that. Normally you like to see a little bit more happen at the end of the day. But again, this is some big movement or something like that where we're getting, but we've had a couple of days of burns in a row. Now that did not lead to a lot. It's only 243 million right now. So we're still way down on the level of burns. But again, by Monday, we're going to know from Binance how much they've burned. Another half a billion, maybe. Maybe not even that. I think it was 475 on the last one. So I could see that that's probably around where we're going to end up. On August 1st over here, we had a total of 539 million. I suspect we're going to be somewhere in that range again. I don't see any increase or uptick in volume, so I don't see any reason to think that there's going to be anything more than just your average 475 million-ish burn. And then we'll see what happens from there. And that's it. That's your update. So hold tight for the weekend. I think we're gonna have a little downward momentum. Again, I think the bears have an opportunity right now to scalp this thing and pull us down. And then from there, that's when we'll start to reverse and we'll get that big breakout Again, just to give you guys some full clarity here, we need Bitcoin to run in order for altcoin season, and Bitcoin's not running, which is why altcoin season is doing okay at the top. When you get Ethereum, you get Solana, you get XRP, we're doing okay in that range, but we need Bitcoin to pop in order for the rest of the market to pop as well, because that's where the capital comes from. It rains down on us like trickle-down economics. So that's what we're waiting for. That's what I'm looking to see. I want to see a big rip by Bitcoin, and then from that big rip by Bitcoin, that's when the rest of the market, I think, gets lit up and absolutely takes off. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.